Lions are the only cats that lives in groups, which are called the prides. And the prides are family units that may include up to three females and dozen or so females, and then their cubs. African lion lives in parts of sub-Saharan Africa, which we can see in the African continent, that's the green color. And then there's a small place in Asia where Asian lion lives. Lion is a huge animal and really strong and dangerous. It can have from 120 kilograms to 191 kilograms and a size of 2 meters, which is approximately one person. Female lions are the pride's primary hunters. They often work together to prey upon antelopes, zebras, wild beasts, and other large animals of the open grasslands. However, the males defend the pride's territory, which may include some 100 square miles, which is like 259 square kilometers, of grassland, scrub, or open woodlands. The zoo design exhibit that I made for African lion will consist of this basic piece, which we can see on the picture, where is everything what the lions needs. Then from these three pieces, on the left we have a small triangle, which will be the indoor cage for visitors only, this part. Then orange one is the bridge to the indoor, and on the right we have a sidewalk that will be above the lions exhibit. Here we have a close-up of the indoor cage where visitors will be able to go. This indoor cage for visitors only. The floor will be from the glass, which allows the visitors to see the lion, which will be under them. So on this floor there are bathrooms, of course. There is some museums where visitors can see some facts, some information about the lions from the past, nowadays, and everything what I just need to see. There are some stores and shops, souvenir shops, where they can buy some stuff for maybe their children or just something. There is also a restaurant. They can sit and they can see the lion, which is pretty interesting. And then there are also just chairs where they can just observe the animal. The orange piece is the bridge. We can see small black pieces on that. Those are chairs when visitors can just sit and just watch the lion if he is somewhere under them. Through this bridge, they will go from basically the zoo sidewalk through the exhibit into the indoor cage. This is the last piece. When we cover the indoor cage, there is just ceiling and that's it. This piece is the basically sidewalk that is connected from one corner to another. People can just walk across, and if we see there are like small black triangles, which means that those are little bathrooms with the information station about the lions. There are also stairs that goes to the tunnel, which is in that exhibit with a lion, which is pretty interesting for the visitors. There are also chairs for the visitors that they can just sit and watch the animal. Each chair will have informations about the lion. This is the actual piece of my design of the lion's exhibit. So this is basically the ground when the lion is placed. We see that on the right corner there is like the green area with the gray. The gray, those are rocks. We can find the rocks around the exhibit. The lions like the rocks just to lay down and relax and let the sun shine on him. But this area, this particular area, is the area for training for the keepers who would like to show the visitors some attractions or something. They can train him. Also, it's served for if someone wants to clean the exhibit, they can just put him there and he is outside and he is just in this space. There is also a shift or door for indoor cage from this place. There is also another gate, which we can see it's pretty long, black line, which is the gate that will just close this area, that lion cannot go anywhere else. Next to this area, we can see the triangle. The triangle is basically the indoor cage where the lion is. In this indoor cage, there is another indoor a little cage for the lion for sure that he is under treatment or something. We will just put him there. There is a little piece of green, which is again like the fake grass, but we will try to make it as natural as possible. There is also the red half circle, which is the tunnel where visitors can go and they will be maybe next to the lion. It is an attraction for the visitors, which make it better for them. There are a few rocks again, and there is a little piece of blue, which is the water, which is a little pond there. When we look at it to the left, we can see again there is the ground is a little bit like green, then it's a little bit into the yellow and orange, and then a different kind of green. So we try to keep different ground because the lions, he's not only in the one kind of, there is like more dry, there is more humid and something, so there are variety of grounds make for the lion. There is another through all of this piece there is like the red weird half circle line or something. That's the tunnel. It will be surrounded by really strong glass for sure that the lion will climb there. And in some places we will put there like the climbing stuff for the lion that he can just jump there. And if that will happen, visitors will be satisfied because the visitors will see how big the animal actually is. Again, there are some gray pieces which are the rocks, and there are some shelters. Some shelters make for him if he wants to be in calm environment and not to see visitors. There will be cameras for visitors, so we can see the lions. We can see the lion everywhere. In some places there will be cameras, and mostly the places are available for visitors too. The pink area, which is on the left side and a little bit in the middle, is the playground basically for the lion, where there are some trees and woods and make things for him that he can just play and not be bored all day in the exhibit. I forgot it on the bottom of this exhibit there is like the red really long line which is going along the distance, and then a little red triangle. This space is for the faculty, for the keepers. So in the red triangle they will keep there the food for the lion, the treatment stuff and everything what he needs that they need to change, or I don't know, cleaning stuff or anything. And the line is basically the sidewalk or a road for maybe special little car if the lion needs special help to take him away. There are doors almost on every, I don't know, maybe like every centimeter or something, so they can get easily somewhere. We can also see in this exhibit that there are I think, shelters from or shelters for the lion, which are from the wood. There are shelters from the rocks, which are the gray ones, and then shelters from the wood. It depends what he wants. There is also the water, the pond where he can go, he can play. There are some stages, so sometimes he can have water under his knees, sometimes he can have it above and then hold. It's up to him what he wants to do. There are another rocks that he can just stand there and let the sun shine on him. What I maybe forgot to say that the tunnel, each part or each corner has the stairs that the visitors can go just up if they decided like, I don't want to walk all the way there. So it's on every single place. There are also information. There are chairs that they can watch. The tunnel seems pretty wide. There are chairs with information and they can know something new about the animal. There is also one piece which is, or there are actually two, or maybe, yeah, there are two. Purple it's the lines that are crossing each other. It's like the cage where basically you are in touch with the animal, so you can put there the hands or anything, and that's the feeding area where the keepers can easily through those cages through them the food, and the visitors can just watch. Another interesting area is at the top. There are really strong lines, the black lines. I think there is also the tunnel. One part of it there is a tunnel, so people can go there. Otherwise, there are cameras. In this area where we wanted to do the forest, the natural environment. Mostly the forest is not in the sub-Saharan African, but it's not like forest. It's mostly like the natural environment, the sub-Saharan, where the trees and then a little bit of the grassland. So this will be the area when he wants to calm down and not to be disturbed. This is the second part. We can see the lion in the exhibit, but what is different is the triangle. Right now I put there the second triangle, which is the indoor cage, but for visitors. As I already said, there are stores, there is a museum, there is a restaurant, there are chairs, there are information what visitors need to know. In this third stage, we can see finally the sidewalk, how it goes. So the sidewalk is connected with a tunnel on some corners and some places where are the stairs and they can easily just cross. They don't need to walk all the way the sidewalk, they can just decide to cross it or something. The orange bridge serve to walk from the zoo sidewalk into the indoor cage. So, true benefits for visitors, keepers, and animals. The animals sometimes they're in danger, so it's better to keep them inside of our exhibit. Also, because we can give them food and everything what they need, and um, they're not stressed. Also, in the exhibit that I designed, they will have everything what I need. The benefit for visitors are all the attraction that we can offer to our visitors, which is example the tunnel, which is the best attraction I guess so far, and the cage that they can feed the actual animal. Benefit for our keepers is that they will train our animals, which is good for them to study, maybe to research new things, new animal behaviors, and all the stuff that we offer. That it's easier for them to keep them.